Hello and welcome to Kassiopi in the northeast of Corfu. Kassiopi has been a tourist destination since Roman times. Even Emperor Nero apparently had a holiday home here and occasionally played the harp at the local temple dedicated to Zeus Cassius. And to this day it is a very popular destination. Some historians suggest that the town is named after the temple of Zeus Cassius. Others link it to Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia was beautiful but a bit arrogant. One day she boasts that she and her daughter Andromeda are more beautiful than all of the Nereids. The Nereids were sea nymphs. They complained to the sea god Poseidon. Poseidon, enraged by the mortal woman's arrogance, sent floods and the sea monster Cetus to devastate the land. Cassiopeia and her husband asked the oracle of the temple of Zeus for advice. The oracle tells them that they must sacrifice Andromeda to the monster, but at the last minute Perseus kills the monster, rescues Andromeda and marries her. And after a few more adventures that include using the severed head of Medusa to turn some not nice people into stone and accidentally killing his own grandfather, Perseus and Andromeda lived happily ever after. Although tourism is a major source of income and pleasure boats take up most of the space in the harbour, there is still room for small fishing boats. Kassiopi is in a strategic position as it faces the narrow sea passage between Corfu and the Albanian coast. Up above on the hills overlooking the harbour are the remains of the old fortress that once defended Kassiopi and the Corfu channel from uninvited guests. Artifacts from the early Byzantine period were unearthed, which suggest that there was some kind of fortification in this area since the 6th century. However, the accepted date for the castle is the 10th century. In 1081, Count Bohemond of Taranto conquered the castle at the start of the first Norman invasion of Greece. Norman forces arrived in southern Italy as mercenaries in the service of the warring sides of the Lombards, who had conquered Italy in the 6th century, and Byzantines. The Norman mercenaries, who must have liked what they saw, began taking over their former employers' territories and setting up their own fiefdoms. The fortress was retaken by the Byzantines. Later, the House of Anjou, a branch of the French royal family, took over. The House of Anjou ruled Il Regno di Napoli in southern Italy, and in 1386 they sold Corfu to the Venetians. But not everyone was happy about that. So some of the Anjou's forces holed up in this fortress and fought the Venetians. The Venetians defeated them and destroyed the fortress. The Venetians talked about rebuilding the fortress but didn't get around doing it until after the Seventh War with the Ottomans in 1716, when they came close to losing the Ionian Islands. The main gate of the castle has been restructured. The gate is protected by strong four walls. The perimeter of the castle is about 1 kilometer and is of a quadrilateral shape. The castle has been left unused for a long time and no buildings have survived. Grasses, bushes and olive trees have taken over the place. The atmosphere is peaceful and a pleasant break from the hustle and bustle of the port, with its many bars, restaurants and shops. This is the church of Panagia Cassiopeia. On this site stood the temple of Cassiopeia. In the 5th century the temple was converted to a Christian church. The church was destroyed in 1537 during one of the Venetian-Ottoman wars and was rebuilt in 1591. Interestingly, this site is a few steps away from the harbour. The version of Zeus called Zeus Cassius is a blend of the Greek Zeus and Baal Saphon, who in turn has its roots in the god Baal from Syria. Baal Saphon controlled the weather, especially storms, thunder and lightning, and could ensure good weather for seafarers. Worship of Baal Saphon travels along the Mediterranean Sea trading routes, and as it comes into contact with Greek traditions, Baal Saphon's powers over the weather migrate to Zeus, and Baal Saphon is reinvented as Zeus Cassius, protectors of seafarers. Take a picture. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, it would be wonderful. I publish these videos in English on Tuesdays, Italian on Wednesdays and Bulgarian on Thursdays. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.